Welcome back. Micah and Michael here, and today's lesson is about the common mistake, which is a lack of timeliness in communications. If you've come from other businesses or you've been in, say, insurance or banking or some of these, great businesses, a little older, and then you get into hospitality, one thing people completely miss is that timely communications is not just necessary to be successful, it is quite literally expected and will end your business if you don't communicate rapidly.
It's so true, and the expectation of the guest, the homeowner, we may have in our mind a certain expectation to say, well, it's okay to call someone back in 5 hours or 6 hours, but we can't be thinking in terms of what's right for us.
Right.
We've got to be thinking in terms of the guest, the owner, the vendor, whoever that may be. And I think sometimes what ends up happening, Micah, is that what someone else's emergency is, we might look at it and say, that's really not an emergency in our mind, but yet in their mind,
it's huge.
It's huge.
Yeah.
It's huge. And they expect, someone to reply to that, whether it's an email, a text, or a phone call, but in a timely fashion.
Yeah. Yeah, and so the problem may be small to you, like an owner calls and demands a rapid response on a $200 charge, right? They got their statement, they see this $200 thing, and it's like a life-ending emergency. Well, to you, it's no big deal. You want to sort the problem out and help them out.
Correct.
To them, that $200 could be the difference of groceries if they're retired, maybe making a mortgage payment, kids' college tuition. Like, you just never know. And so not being timely with that could be a disaster for your customer service. And, there's two things I always say to my staff. One, we're a customer service business that accidentally manages properties. I've probably said that 1,000 times if you've watched other videos. And answer the darn phone. I mean, quite literally, I don't just say these things all the time for no reason. Like, it's true. And so don't forget, you're in the hospitality business, the customer service business, the phone's ringing. If you can't get to it, get back with them as soon as possible in whatever format they communicated with you to.
It's very true, and I think about myself in this scenario for a second, because I'm one of those types of people who, when I call about something, I want, and I'll be honest with you, I want kind of almost an immediate response or reply, even if it's, we're working on it,
right?
But at least then I know they're working on it.
Yeah.
When I don't hear and there's a lot of silence, when there's silence, to me, I get nervous, and that's problematic.
Yeah.
So a lot of your guests and your owners may feel that same way.
Yeah. So a simple way to get around this mistake is getting used to replying, I've got this, or received your email, or thanks, I'm working on it, I'll get right back to you, something along those lines. So that's like instant communication.
That's instant.
And then that gives you the 5 hours or whatever you asked for in your email response, or maybe you just left it open-ended, right?
Correct.
They know you'll get back to them, and you will. And so, just get used to responding to people right away. It can be kind of a pain or a learning curve if you come from businesses where that's not the case, or other industries. Like before this, I owned an auto repair shop. Well, at 5 o'clock, we stopped answering the phone. Shop was closed at 6. We didn't call people back that left messages.
Till 9 a.m.
Till 9 or 10 a.m.
Yeah.
Like whenever, right? Like at the end of the day, a successful shop has more work than it could ever want.
Sure.
And, that's not good customer service, and it quite simply will not work in the vacation rental space at all. So avoid that mistake. Answer the phone, and remember that you're in a customer service business, and just because you manage properties doesn't make that any different than any other customer service business. All right, thanks for sticking with us. We'll see you at the next lesson.